I often see the mindset that Smash Ultimate was the pinnacle of what its series could achieve, and thus another Smash game is wholly unnecessary. While I understand where this comes from, it's not something I agree with. I'm very excited about the prospect of the next Smash game, although it's not yet confirmed to exist. For years now, I've been thinking about what I want from the new Smash game, constantly adjusting my ideas, my fan-made roster, and multiple times over reconsidering entirely what a Smash game should strive to be. So now I bring you the results of those years of consideration. This is essentially my wish list for the next Smash game as of now. This might be one of the hottest Smash takes possible, so please try to understand where I'm coming from. I don't really like Smash Ultimate's roster. Don't get me wrong, the amount of characters included, and even the amount of fully unique ones, is very impressive, especially with the number of different companies involved, but I definitely feel that with Ultimate's scale, the level of consideration for the overall roster kind of went out the window. I mean, we've got characters who accomplish the exact same thing, characters who were cut in the past because they stopped making sense, and come the DLC, I think the worst part of Ultimate's roster reared its ugly head. In prior Smash games, third-party characters were always a huge deal, to the degree that they would be on the back of the box as if their appearance alone was considered a feature of the game. And I feel like oversaturation, which likely was caused by modern-day DLC practices, kind of killed that, paired with Nintendo and the other companies seeming to have a much larger role in what characters got chosen during the DLC. I really hate Joker, I'm baffled by Sephiroth even though I like him, Terry and Kazuya are not high on the list of characters I consider ripe for being in Smash, Banjo and Sora are only there for fan service, and Hero and Steve actually make sense. I'm not gonna say to get rid of all the third parties or bring the roster down to 20 characters, but I hope they really consider the importance of the characters before they're included, especially for third parties. My ideal roster size is around 50, which might sound like a ton of cuts, which it kind of is, but 50 is still massive for a modern fighting game, and it allows for us to bring back a good deal of mainstays and other newer necessary characters. For an example, start by ignoring all clones and transformation characters, add the original 12, then all the characters who have appeared in 3 or more Smash games, which isn't actually that many, but only one of Mewtwo and Lucario. This brings us up to 30, so just add in the other newer necessary Nintendo characters, Inkling, Isabelle and/or Villager, Shulk, and probably Wii Fit Trainer and some kind of Mii, preferably with all of them being merged into just one slot. There's still under 40 slots, which gives us room for a very healthy amount of totally new characters, or a few more returning ones, like more third parties, or Ridley. And yes, that would mean some tough cuts, but I think for the overall good of the series, I'd say it's best to try and shrink things down as much as we reasonably can, while we are able to easily, which I'd say would be about 50 characters. I also want to state that I'm kind of hoping for less DLC. It's something Smash has always kind of struggled with, and I feel like the rosters of both Smash 4 and Ultimate look less satisfying after the DLC somehow. And I feel like Sakurai might also be realizing this since Air Riders didn't get any. Now, one season of DLC and/or a few character releases over the years is a great way to extend the game's lifespan, but I don't think a traditional modern DLC model suits Smash all that well, and only really encourages them to chase hype, money, and have a pretty corporate mindset. My favorite Smash game is Brawl, and a big part of why is the amount of content that doesn't involve just straight up fights. Everyone talks about Subspace, and I'll talk about Subspace too. It probably makes the list of top 10 coolest things ever. There's really something to be said about actually seeing all these different characters interact, which is why I am not the first one to say it. Sakurai famously got really upset about people uploading the cutscenes online and had the CG budget allocated to trailers instead. I guess so he could upload them online himself. My hope is that since Ultimate was the best-selling fighting game ever, and one of the best-selling games on the Switch, that Nintendo could justify giving it a higher CG budget and we could get both. But with how meticulous Sakurai is known to be with CG stuff, I think I might genuinely become worried about his mental state if that were to happen. Implementing trailers into the story mode itself is also an option. Subspace had plenty of cool character introductions, plus It would give us a fun, out-of-context sneak peek of what the story would be like. Just saying, Subspace was awesome and I want it back. But not just Subspace. I miss trophies too. Spirits aren't horrible or anything, but they're definitely not trophies. Trophies were a great encapsulation of a great aspect of the Smash series, learning about stuff from video games you've never heard of. They let you see something from multiple angles, they let you read about it, know multiple games it appeared in, and they're actually a fun collectible. While we're at it, bring back Coin Launcher as well. It was fun and always a great way to end a gameplay session. You've had your fun battling and ranking up a bunch of coins, so you get to play a fun little mini-game and unlock in-game collectibles. Genuinely genius game design, and it's crazy that no one caught how brilliant it was. We've got a stage builder and the ability to make Miis, but I'd also really hope for even more customization options since the series has always experimented with implementing them. I'd like to do an RPG-like weapons system where you can switch out what weapon a character uses, or I guess an article of clothing or something in some cases, and this would have an effect on your character's stats. I think it would be fun. Also, I'm really hoping we can bring in custom alternate colors since other fighting games have, and I'd love to see even more aesthetic customization, like the ability to put little stickers on your characters or something. If Kirby Air Riders can do it, then Smash can do it too. Now, I'll probably be on board the speculation train no matter what. That's just who I am, unfortunately. But I think to make it more fun, there's a few things they could do. I know Nintendo is all about shockingly quick releases these days, but I kinda miss when games had more time to breathe. I think that's something Smash especially needs. Reveal it like up to 2 years before release, probably more like a year and a half, and spread character reveals and other info throughout that time. Also, don't reveal all the returning characters at once. I get why it was necessary for Ultimate, and I'm also sure there's plenty of people in the just get it over with camp, but I am not one of them, and I will get excited for each and every returning character provided it's someone that I wanted to come back. I know for a fact that anything to do with leaks, real or fake, is going to be hell this time around now that we have to deal with generative AI and massive Twitter accounts posting about every bullshit rumor as if it's confirmed. To all the fake leakers out there, keep it classy, people. You're half the fun and we can't let you stoop so low. And that's really about it. The scenario I described would pretty much be my absolute ideal. I definitely don't think it's going to play out exactly how I want it to, but I can definitely see something close being on the cards. And whatever that scenario is, I am already beyond excited for it. I'd like to see any of your personal hopes in the comments, no matter how different or similar they are to mine. And that's about all I have to say on the matter. But this won't be the last Smash-related video I make, so if the topic interests you, please consider subscribing. I've got a stockpile of ideas that I've been wanting to put out there for a while.
大乱闘スマッシュブラザーズ X